All right. If you look at our design, you notice that the top section, right? The left side is a little bit um ours is basically, on the same level or higher than the right section. So what we can do is the intro left, we can add a padding top to it. Let's say 150 pixel. Okay, so I think this works better. Another thing we want to do is centralize the bottom section. So we go to the bottom section, which is hero content bottom. Okay, I don't think we've styled it before, so let's just copy this. So we can just simply do this. Or if you want to go the route of justification, align center, that also works. Okay, so I think we're done with this top section. Next is the middle section, or the second section, how MATLAB works. So you have 5 cards here. I'm looking at this section, you can tell that you can group it to 3 sections. You have the header, the first grid section, or the first row, and then the second row. So let's set up our structure. We can close the hero content tab now. Okay. And then or the hero content entirely, or the hero section entirely. Let's close the hero section entirely. Let's see what styling we give. Right, so let's just close this entirely, and then come down here and create our container for the second section. We can name it how it works, right? How it works, and then we have our H2, which is the first item. We can copy the text from here. Okay. And then we can have a container div that wraps the 3 cards, right? So we can have a div here, right? And then each card would be surrounded by a div. So we have 3 cards on the first section. So we can give this also a class name and name it first card row. Okay, and then since the card all have the same styling, we can just make this card. Okay, and then give this other card. Okay, and then for the second card row, you can just copy this, paste this, and the second card just has, or the second card row just has 2 cards. So we can just take out one of these. And also, all right, so, and also we can edit this to second, right? So second card row. And then, okay, and then that sums up the section, right? So let's just copy the content. All right, so each card has an icon with a header and a text. So let's see if we can do that. So first of all, you can do this here. You can have an image, and then the source, how it works. Okay, images, Okay, so how MATLAB works. All right, and then you have the header 3. Okay, you can copy this, sign off. And then lastly, you have a paragraph. You can copy this and put that here. Okay, so this is one card. All right. Okay. So I see we have to take this out of the home, or let's see, what did we give a background color? Is that home? Let's just confirm. I'll go to our home section. All right, top section background is okay, top section. Okay, so it has to come out of our top section. Okay, so let's take that out from our top section, collapse the nav, and then this how it works has to go out of the top section, so it doesn't have the background color blue. So it's better here. Okay, that's nice. That's better. All right, so we have the card now. Let's also give our icon a width. That's for 2 pixels. So we're going to keep this width at 42. Okay. Then let's format this. All right, so this is one card. What I'm going to do is to duplicate this card, right? Since it has um, the 3 parts of the card. So I'll just do this. Okay, and then I'm going to edit contents, right? So this is the second one. And check the text, upload your file. Oh, sorry about that. Again, upload your file, and then the text comes under here. So this is the second card. Then we have the third card. This will be 3. And then again, the header. Is there the extract? Then get the text. Okay. So for the last 2 cards, the second row, and this rename this to 4. That's because I already downloaded the images, and then I just named them HMW underscore 125, right, representing the 5 cards. So this, and I'll make up everything. Sorry. Okay, so this is the complete text. And the last card have 5. Download, save, and then this will have this. Okay, format document with this. All right. So okay. So let's see how it looks like now. Okay, so it's in the column. It has the column layouts. All right, so let's see if we can make this row style. All right, let's start with the header. Let's start with the header. Okay, so if you check the that section, you'd see it has a margin top of 137 pixel, margin bottom of 148. So let's see if we can add that. So this is the section. Come down here. So class padding top 137 pixel, padding bottom 148 pixel, and then also the background. And give it this background color. And give this the background color. Okay. All right. The next, we style our header. This is the design for the header. It has font size of 35 pixels and then font width of 700. So all right. So how it works, H2. How it works. That's what we're going to use to select it. The header 2. And then color, font size 32 pixel, font width 700. Okay, just to confirm, okay, that was 35 pixels. Okay. All right, so let's see how it looks like. Okay, another thing would be the margin, the space between the cards and the header, which is 70 pixel. So that will be margin bottom 70 pixel. Okay, and next we want to design the grid for the cards. So we can do this. The first card row, which is a container for the cards. Okay, so we can do display flex. Okay. You can do display flex. Okay. And then also justify content space around. Space between, create the space in between the cards. All right, so what we want to do now is to style the individual cards. But since all the cards have, or the 5 cards have the same class name, we can easily just style one and then the other cards would take up that design. Okay. All right, so would check for the width. All right, 256 pixel. So how do we select this? First tab row card, maximum width, 256 pixel. Okay. All right. I believe there are some stylings that are not being displayed here. Okay. Okay. I'll just give it the background white. Background color white. Okay. Because it feels like there's a border. Yeah, this feels like it has a border radius. Okay. Okay, I can just give it the border radius of let's say, okay, all right. So I wasn't selecting the correct thing. All right, so the frame, there's a frame inside surrounding frame. So this is the border radius 10 pixel. Okay, this is it. So we have this. Just copy and paste that there, and then the width 256. All right, that's what we have there. Okay. All right. So also let's see if we can check for the padding, right? So we have, I mean, since the text is the widest element, we have 28 pixels for left and right, 32 for down, and 30 for up. All right, so padding, that's 30 pixel top, 28 pixel, and 32 pixel, right? So, okay. All right, so we have that. Next we want to do is okay, is to center the image, and we can do that by giving this a class. We can give this a class center. Okay, I think this works. All right, so this works. All right, so the gap between the image and the header 2, 14 pixel, and then between the header, okay, so 14 pixel. All right, so we can just use a gap for that since it's the same gap. No, this should be for the card. Sorry about that. So we can come to the card. We can just do display flex direction, column, and then gap 14 pixel, right? So the styling is for the card. All right, so let's also style the header 2. It has this color. It has a font size of 20 pixel. Okay, okay, font width of 700 pixels. So I think we selected that before. Header 3 on that cards. All right, so we can do this. So first card row dot card, and then header 3, and then font width 700. Okay, so I think that we should not use first card row, since we also want the same styling on the second card row. So I think what we can do, instead of you doing that, we can just use this instead. How it works: replace this first card row to this. How it works: replace this to this. All right, so that it affects the cards on the second row. Okay. All right, so we have this. How about the text? Okay, the text font size. All right, so color this, font size 20 pixel. Okay, we might also pick out the line heights. Okay, so come down here how it works, and then those card and paragraph, and put this here. Just edit this a bit. Okay, so we have line height, text align, and the color. All right, so let's see how that looks. Okay. All right. So next thing we want to do is to do the same for the bottom or the second row, right? So we can copy this second card row, and then give it its own styling. Display, flex direction. Okay, we're going its row, so we don't need to flex direction. We can just do justify content, center, and then we might want to give a gap of maybe 98 pixel. All right, so let's see how it looks like. Okay. Also, the padding or the margin top 48 pixel, margin top 48 pixels. Okay. All right. So let's see if we can also center this, how MATLAB works. Let's put text align here. Center. Okay, another thing we might want to do is so let's see if we can kind of make this smaller with 3 cards. So we want to make div 3 cards kind of smaller. Okay, we can just set the max width and then just make it a bit smaller. All right, so how it works, we set the max width to 1240 pixel, margin auto. For better still, we can just have padding and check what the padding is. All right, 236. Okay, 236. Okay, let's just draw a percentage. Sorry, let's draw a percentage. So padding. And then let's say 10%. Okay, now let's increase it to 30%. Okay, that's to 20%. Okay, I think this looks better. So 20%. Okay. All right. Okay. So I just want to check and confirm if this is 20 pixel. Okay. So let's also change our text here. 20 pixel, the font size for the card. Font size 20 pixel. That's for the card text. Okay. All right.